We are the St. Pierre family: Joseph, Anna, Daniel, Kyle, Ethan, Kimberly, Levi, Titus, Isaiah, and Braley. God has called us to partner with the Calvary Baptist Church in Smithfield to plant a gospel-preaching church in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Virginia Beach is home to nearly 500,000 people, including a large military presence with very few independent Baptist churches. Virginia Beach needs a gospel-preaching local church. A few years ago, the Lord began to grow a desire in our heart to see a church planted, and has confirmed a calling in our hearts to plant an independent Baptist church in Virginia Beach. As we look back now, God has been preparing us for this calling. In 2018, the Lord allowed me to begin serving as the youth pastor in the Eastside Baptist Church in St. Joseph, Missouri, where we lived at the time. The Lord continued to work in my life, and in June of 2020, I surrendered to God's call into full-time evangelism. Since then, I've had the opportunity to go into many cities across the United States and preach the gospel through door-to-door witnessing, street preaching, retirement and rehabilitation homes, bus ministry, vacation Bible schools, and church meetings. Over the last few years, God has allowed our family to serve alongside many churches in their ministries, assisting in church plants and helping churches in need of revitalization. As we have served the Lord in evangelism, my family has wholeheartedly served along with me in God's calling by witnessing, teaching children's classes, helping with music, or whatever needed to be done. I'm so grateful that we have the privilege to serve the Lord together as a family. Now God, by His grace, has called us to plant the Oceana Baptist Church in Virginia Beach, Virginia, for the purpose of preaching the gospel, baptizing converts, teaching others to observe what Jesus has commanded me to do, and plant churches. We have already begun regular visitation efforts, including door-to-door soul winning, reaching new move-ins in the community, and some street preaching as well. We are also working on opportunities to minister in the Virginia Beach jail and 2 nursing homes. We can see God's hand at work in preparing us for this, and we're excited to see what God will do as we follow Him.
Hi, this is Pastor Greg Gray with the Calvary Baptist Church in Smithfield, Virginia. For some time now, for years, we have been praying that God would give us the opportunity to see another church started out of our local church here in Smithfield. We've been praying, preparing ourselves financially, praying that God would send a man, a pastor, and give us a place. And we know that God has brought us together with the St. Pierre family to see a church started in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're excited about what God will do through the Oceana Baptist Church. We believe the St. Pierres are God's servants. He's chosen them for this. We wholeheartedly endorse them and encourage you to do the same and help them as they follow God and make His name known and see souls saved in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Would you consider supporting our family in this gospel effort? First, we are praying and asking churches to support us through the summer of 2028 financially. Then, would you consider helping us evangelize Virginia Beach with the gospel? We invite you to come soul winning with us. Finally, would you faithfully pray for us? We know we need the Lord's touch on every part of this effort. Please pray for the Lord to continue to lead us, for souls to be saved, and for the church to be planted. We serve a great God and are trusting Him to do only what He can do as we co-labor with Him, establishing a gospel-preaching church in Virginia Beach.